Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we're watching and reacting to Trinidad and Tobago versus Curaçao 2026 CONCACAF World Cup qualifying. Round 3, Group B. Hopefully this one doesn't screw up like the last one. Oh my God! Curaçao wearing white, Trinidad wearing red. Jamaica wins 4-0. They won theirs 4-0. Okay, this one looks fine. That's just amazing. This is just amazing. It ruined everything. Good job, StreamYard, you jackasses. With that being said, starting 11s are as follows for Trinidad. We got Denzel Smith, the back four of, we got Rio Cardines, Andre Rampersad. We have Josiah Trimmingham. We have Kobe Henry, the midfield four, Tyrese Spicer, Dante Seeley. We have Daniel Phillips, Levi Garcia, Kevin Molino. Up top, Noah Powder. Starting 11 for Curaçao. We have Eloy Room, the back four of Sharondi Sambo, Sherelle Floranis, Richeli Bazor. We have Jurian Gari. We have Juro Margarita. We have Roshan Van Ejima. We have Lavano Comencia, Leandro Bacuna, Juninho Bacuna, and up top, we have Jeremy Antonis. And we don't know if... And we're off, 20 seconds in, finally. At least I didn't miss anything. Wow. 0-0. Here we go. Man, I'm not happy. No, I'm not. No, I'm not happy. YouTube, StreamYard, you could take... Jesus Lord. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. StreamYard's being a bastard. Or was being a bastard. And it ruined everything. Good job, StreamYard. You ruined everything. 0-0. I'm glad. I'm still pissed off, so somebody talk me down. 0-0. If I watch this, if this game's full of bullshit, I'm on rant. Very much so. But goal kick for Curaçao. We're going to see. Nil, 3 minutes in. With that being said, game getting started, 0-0. Wait. Okay, we're good now. With that being said, boom. 4 minutes in. 0-0. That'll be a throw-in for Curaçao. Throw in. Headed away. .403. Now everything's completely fine. Now we're good. Completely. We're ready. Fully. And utterly. All right. We're good now. We're good. Goal kick for Trinidad. Denzel Smith punts it long. There we go. 0-0, 5 minutes in. Tie game so far. Throw in for Trinidad. How we doing? 5 minutes. Throw in. Here we go. Long throw. Header. Brought down and cleared. Curaçao gets it clear. Let's realize that Jamaica did beat Bermuda 4-0. Goal kick. How are you watching Trinidad game? I have Paramount Plus. That's how I have it. Molino starting for Trinidad. Not too surprised. Let's be all real. Columbus rechecked. Elo Room is playing tonight. That's mean, Connor. So he's not as good as Patrick Schulte. So be it, right? So be it. Is Molino also playing? Yes, he started. Is that an app? Yes, Paramount Plus is an app. I would guess it's an American app, but still. We're good. Goal kick for Curaçao, 7 minutes in. Closer than I expected, I would say. With that being said, Garcia. Levi Garcia gets it wide and it doesn't. Yeah, it went out. I'd say it went out. Trinidad playing at home. Tie game so far. Eight minutes in. Apparently, room is clubless. I'm not too surprised. 8 minutes in. Tight game so far. The Curaçao is being okay at. Curaçao is keeping it tight, but I'm not too surprised. I'm not too surprised. Nine minutes in. Playing forward, Denzel Smith picks it up and keeps it in the box. Corner. It's a free kick. Oh, it's a free kick for Curaçao. Denzel Smith gets carded for handball. I guess his spin move wasn't good enough to keep the ball in. They say he handballed it out of the box. It's a free kick. His foot stepped out of the box as he tried to keep it in. I don't know, but he gets a yellow card for it. I don't know. Personally, I don't know. Personally, I don't. It's tight. 10 minutes in. Trinidad corner, or Curaçao free kick that's basically a mini corner. 0-0, 10 minutes in. Short, and it hits the referee. It must be a drop ball. You know the rules. You know the rules. He was like pissed off it's a drop ball. Because it is. It's like, oh, we could have broken away and got a chance. No, it hit the referee. That being Katia Garcia. If anybody's actually going to call the rules in this confederation, it's Katia Garcia. Damn good referee she is. Draw ball for who exactly? For Curaçao. Didn't they? Okay, fine. I thought they were the ones that kicked it at her. So technically, shouldn't it be? Either way. All right. Trinidad, they need to be a little bit better. Sammy's getting booed on SmackDown. Probably because he's about to face John Cena. By the way, don't spoil anything for me. Okay? I'm recording the show because of this stupid match. Well, I don't mean stupid meanly, but I'm pissed off right now. StreamYard gave me some technical difficulties and I'm pissed. So, I don't mean to call this match stupid, but I'm just pissed off right now. Don't play with me. 12 minutes. Point is, don't play with me. I wouldn't do that right now. 12 minutes. If EXE could back me up here, if Sun is here, he could back me up. There were technical difficulties on the first version of this stream. Had to restart it. Close the first one off and restart it just so this could work. So, yeah, I'm pissed off. Playing forward is Trinidad. Basically, no, but seriously, Pacharo, don't spoil me. Don't spoil anything. I know you love... Don't spoil nothing. With that being said, Curaçao playing the ball forward. I've heard that too, but don't tell me if she does. Part of the reason why I recorded the episode, to see if she comes back. Also, John Cena's wrestling Sammy. So, yeah, no, I can't miss that. So, and I'm not waiting a full month to watch it. So, yeah, don't say nothing. Jamaica 4, I know. They scored 4 and won by 4. I'm surprised. Their offense actually did something for once under Steve McLaren. I can't believe it. Either that means the Bahamas are absolutely shit, or Bermuda, I should say. Bermuda's absolutely shit, or Jamaica actually figured it out. I don't know which. I was watching. I still can't tell. Should have been 10. I agree. I'm going to lean more towards Bermuda were shit, frankly. Not that Jamaica actually figured it out. Hey, good for Jamaica. Their offense actually did something. Their offensive players that always were supposed to be good finally actually started scoring. I bet Steve McLaren had a freaking aneurysm. Because that's not the way he wants to play the game. I wonder if the man had an aneurysm. Curaçao, ball crossed in. "15 minutes in. I'm just calling it like I see it. It ain't hate. I'm just calling it like I see it. Steve McLaren is a horrible coach. I expect more out of Jamaica. I do. They have offensive players. They have good offensive players. Steve McLaren has made them impotent, except for tonight, I guess. I don't know if that's Bermuda being Bermuda or the fact I actually figured it out. I hope you figured it out. Steve McLaren still sucks. I'm just calling it like I see it. Either you figured it out and you will go far with him, or you didn't and you won't. And it was just one really good night. I need to see more. At least it was on the road, though, so I guess maybe they actually did figure it out. Maybe they actually did figure it out. Bermuda beat Trinidad again. They probably won't. Trinidad lose to Curaçao, I might believe you. "16 minutes in. If you're paying attention to the Chargers-Chiefs game, Chargers just scored a touchdown on the Chiefs. By the way, just to be clear. 17 minutes in. But I will say, Jamaica probably closed off the opening for Trinidad to top the group over them. Not because Trinidad sucks, but it's going to be hard for Trinidad to beat Jamaica in Jamaica. It was a goal differential thing that I thought, hey, maybe. I thought the goal differential would help Trinidad. The fact that, no, Jamaica did their job against Bermuda. Shot saved by Eloy Room. Spicer had the header, but he did not get the goal. The former Toronto FC man, currently Orlando man. It still hurts. With that being said, there you go. 18 minutes in. Cross in, cleared. Trinidad is sort of struggling against Curaçao. We knew Curaçao would give a fight. I'm not saying they wouldn't. I knew that. But Trinidad at home, this seems like another Guatemala-El Salvador moment. Ball crossed in, caught by Eloy Room. This game kind of seems to me like another game like Guatemala-El Salvador last night, where El Salvador played like, Guatemala played like utter crap. And they honestly, deservedly lost. Damn. Well, okay. Nice. The views are going off tonight. With that being said, goal kick here for Eloy Room. We getting some views tonight still, though. That's nice. Let's go. All right. Boom. Playing forward, Trinidad. Can they find an answer? So far, even game. Trinidad's struggling a little bit. Not because they're bad, but Curaçao's bringing the fight. Trinidad's hope is win this game, at least be tied on points, even though the goal differential might not be pointing their way. so to speak. 20 minutes in. Foul, free kick for Trinidad. 20 minutes in. We will have another live stream tomorrow, a double live. Of course, we'll have to review this game. And so far, tight game. 20 minutes down. It's a very tight game. Very interested to see how this ends. Trinidad probably will not win this game 4-0. So their goal differential will not be equal to Jamaica's if they win this game. That is an if, not a when. Because the way Curaçao's playing, this might turn out to be another Guatemala, El Salvador special. So far. Might be. Here comes Curaçao down the wing. Oh, nice. Plays it forward. I would hope so, but we said that about Guatemala last night. And what happened? Here comes Trinidad. Oh, Sealy loses the ball. Yeah, Sealy lost the ball. Dante Sealy, of course, who plays for Montreal. Playing well for them this season. Almost had a strike force of 2 players off Canadian teams, but guess what? One got traded. Actually, didn't Dante Sealy used to play for Atlanta? So he got traded from the Southeast up to Canada, and Spicer got traded from Canada to the Southeast. Ain't that some? 22 minutes in. Johnny Fortune also plays with Atlanta, but he's hurt, so that doesn't matter right now. I could have sworn Dante Sealy used to play for Atlanta before he did Montreal. I think so. $22 in. 0-0 for this matchup. $22 in. It was Dallas. Yes, it was Dallas. My bad. That's going to bug me. Hold on. I know this is going to bug me if I don't check. Trinidadian soccer player, CF Montreal, 22. He played for Dallas and then went to Europe. Got loaned out to Young PSV, played for Dallas. Ah, okay. Yep. His dad played for Dallas as well. Well, that makes sense. Okay. Why did I think Atlanta? Well, I mean, no, Texas is Southwest. It's just more South in general. 24th minute. My bad. You're right, Dallas. Just Dallas. Well, he also played for PSV's academy side as well, but just Dallas. And then Montreal. That loan probably made it. That's probably why. It's like he played in MLS. I barely watch Dallas games, so I think during his career, they barely played Toronto, and I have no reason to watch a Dallas game because they suck. They haven't been in Champions Cup either, so that's probably why. Maybe I was getting him confused, and I just, either way, 25 minutes in. Okay, good. Playing forward. Oh, blocked away. Dallas had like what, one good year in like the past 5? Either way. That's out. $26 minute. It's 0-0 between Trinidad and Curaçao, 27 minutes in. Very even game so far. Curaçao fighting hard to keep it tied. And they've had their moments going forward as well. Harsh yellow card on Denzel Smith early in the match. That handball is kind of contentious, but at least it was just a free kick. Damn, what a press. But luckily, not a problem for Trinidad in the end. Trinidad, hopefully they don't go full Guatemala. Hopefully they at least win this game, even if it is a struggle. At best, they'll be second place in the group. They'll be tied on points if they win, but their goal differential is going to be worse than Jamaica's with the way this game's going. They're not winning 4 or 5-0. It would take an absolute disaster for that to happen. Ooh, over the bar. So far, I need to see more out of Trinidad. I really do. I really do. Goal kick for Smith. $29 minutes in. Or getting to 29. 0-0. Still. $29 minutes in. Playing forward. Here comes Trinidad. Down the wing. Out. Spicer. Nope. Garcia couldn't get a touch to it. Levi Garcia couldn't get a touch to it. Throw in. I can see. Yeah, he probably would have got there. So that should have been the first clue. 30th minute. He would have gone there. That should have been the first clue. 30 minutes in. Go, go, go. Holds it up. Rampersad from Halifax, playing for the Halifax Wanderers, of course, in the Canadian Premier League. Here's a run. Garcia keeps it alive. Man, what if he had a chance there? Cross in. Cleared away. Curaçao. Just a little bit of a touch forward. Playing forwards. Trinidad has the ball. Cross in. Over the bar. Corner. Spicer puts it over. He tried. I don't exactly think that was the best decision, but, well, but then again, he's been playing, well, most of the season he's been playing on a team where he should do stuff like that because there's nobody else who can actually do things. So understandable. 31 minutes in. Orlando, they're actually good. So he doesn't have to do everything. He could just be a good complementary piece. When it comes to Toronto, he had to do everything. Or he probably had to take things into his own hands, which he did do at times. On the field, he did, or at least tried to. "32 minutes in. Oh. Okay, no, his ass fine. Oh, they're doing the wave. I understand it. Goal kick. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. Trinidad drawing Curaçao 0-0. Very even game so far, and Curaçao bringing the fight to Trinidad to keep it close, to pull a similar level upset to what El Salvador pulled on Guatemala last night in a very similar format. Honestly, I don't know what would be more embarrassing. Is Trinidad losing to Curaçao as embarrassing as El Salvador beating Guatemala? Like, in context, though. The current El Salvador sucks. Horribly, horribly sucks. They're not the old El Salvador. Trinidad is really good, but Curaçao is probably closer to Trinidad than El Salvador is to current Guatemala, so no foul advantage played. Curaçao will attack. So I don't know if it's as embarrassing. You're still losing at home. Well, I won't say if you lose, you're still losing at home. But what can you do? What can you do? Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. We'll have a review for this game up when it's over, but we still have a half and half of a half, give or take. have Paramount Plus. It's also on Peacock in Spanish, the NBC app, the NBC streaming app, of course. VIX, I don't know where it's on in the Caribbean. I don't. I didn't pay attention well enough to that post, I guess. Let me check. $36 minutes or 35 minutes. Watch. Oh, there it is. Watch. Caribbean Rush. Rush Sports is where you could watch it. And also CONCACAF's YouTube channel. Playing forward. Or just use a VPN. 35th minute. That can work. Playing forward. Pressing. Trinidad trying to find the answer here. 35 minutes in out of 45. 10 minutes to go plus stoppage time this half. Chiefs are punting the ball away again. I have the game up on the other screen. Well, I did say the Chargers would win tonight so far. It's only not even a full quarter, but you know. $36 minute. By the way, 1-0. Said Philadelphia beat the Cowboys. Obviously. Chargers, Kansas City. I'll show this again. There you go. 37th minute. So 1-0 so far. And as of now, 2-0. If I could pull off a 16-0 week, that'd be crazy on NFL picks. That would be crazy. All 16 games correct, that would be crazy. Week 1, that'd be crazy. 37th minute. Oh. Tackled. Bacuna playing forward. Yeah, that would be a corner. Or not, actually. It is a corner for Curaçao. Corner, cross in, header. Caught. Oh, punched over by Denzel Smith. Oh, Lord. What's the score? 0-0. 0-0. Goose egg. Corner for Curaçao. Very tight game. Very good defensively from Curaçao. Trinidad needs to shape up a little bit. Honestly, you could say the times Curaçao get forward, they're a little bit more dangerous as well. But this feels like exactly last night how Guatemala El Salvador played out. Honestly, it feels exactly like that. But either way, 39th minute. I feel like I'm Bill Murray. I feel like it's Groundhog Day. Feels like the same game, just different shirts. Either way. 39th minute. But 0-0. Getting close to this first half. The end of the first half, I should say. Still tied. getting to the final 5, close to the final 5 of the half, plus a stoppage time. Curaçao, ball out for a throw for Curaçao. One shot on goal to 3 for Curaçao. Curaçao has 3 shots on goal, again, compared to Trinidad's 1. Again, that's exactly what I said. Curaçao's looked more dangerous when they do get forward. That's interesting. All things to be said, that is very interesting. 40th minute. Ooh. Playing forward, lost the ball. Bacuna picks it up. Curaçao has a chance here. Really good chance. Slides in, leaves, blocks the angle. Still, Curaçao here, still have the ball. Chipped over the top. Saved by Denzel Smith. And luckily he didn't lose the catch, because if he did, that would probably been painful. Not exactly for pain reasons, but the fact he would have allowed a goal. Oh, Blue Jays are winning 5-1. Let's go. Lovely. Simply lovely. Ah, they pulled. 41st minute, 0-0. "42 minutes in. Cleared away. Curaçao still has the ball. Stolen. And that'll be a free kick for Curaçao closer to the box. Ooh, I mean, that was a bad tackle by Molino. That'll be a free kick for Curaçao, 42nd minute. The man is playing for Defense Force. Kevin Molino is playing for Defense Force. And the man is still playing for his national team. You love to see it, really. You love to see it. And he's still pretty damn solid. Because, I mean, when he played for Defense Force against Juventus Tecais, he looked damn good that game. So, he's still got some talent. I'm sure this is probably last chance saloon for him, though. If he don't go to the World Cup, that would suck for him. This is a damn hard match. I agree. And honestly, Curaçao's kind of had some moments where they've been more dangerous once they get forward. Trinidad hasn't really had that moment of like, yeah, this is where they should have scored, or this was the moment. Not really. Not really. Curaçao's fighting hard. That's the way I'll put it. 44th minute. Header. Free kick for Trinidad. 1 minute to go before stoppage time. Very tight first half. Oh, by the way, speaking of, if you care about the Chiefs-Chargers game at the end of the first quarter, it is 7-0 for the Chargers, by the way, just so you know. Just keep that updated if you care. If you don't, so be it. "44 minutes. Seconds to go the first half. 0-0. Comencia got a yellow card for Curaçao. Into stoppage time. How much will we have? I could see a good amount of minutes. Picked up by Smith. That'll be a goal kick. 2 minutes of stoppage time. What? Only 2? Okay. No. Okay. All right. 0-0. 2 minutes of stoppage time. That's it. "30 seconds down. 1:30 to go. One minute to go. "46 minute. Trinidad. Worst comes to worst. Well, it isn't the worst case scenario. That'd be they losing at this point. Spicer has the ball. Tyrese Spicer. Spicer. Still Spicer. Still Tyrese Spicer. He loses the ball. Hell, he didn't even do that in Toronto. Or rarely. Still alive. 25 seconds. Playing forward. Cross in. Shot wide. It goes wide with 15 seconds to go. Goal kick for Eloy Room. Two minutes, and that's halftime. 0-0. Halftime, it is 0-0 between Trinidad and Curaçao. 0-0. Halftime. We will take a short break at the half. Talk about the stats. Get this one going. 10-0 Chargers. Yes. They just kicked the field goal. Yep. Where could I watch? I have Paramount Plus. They say Rush the Caribbean. They say Rush Sports in the Caribbean. Or CONCACAF's YouTube channel. If not, TNT ain't pressing higher. Yeah, but what? They should be, but that's not. If they had Curaçao pinned back, I would say press higher. Then VPN, I guess. I don't know. Good, because the Blue Jays are winning. You love to see it. With that being said, well, at least I do. Blue Jays win, baby. With that being said, Curaçao's fighting hard. Trinidad does not look as good as I would have expected. And Jamaica may be better than I thought. They might have figured it out offensively. With that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going, and keep it going because we got some good numbers here, but we'll review the game once it's over as well. But yeah, good, interesting game so far. Definitely not how I would have expected it to go, but it kind of reminds me of, this is kind of like part two of Guatemala, El Salvador. It's very similar to last night. So we'll see how that goes. But 0-0 at the half. Sit tight, be back. Short break. We're back for the stats the half. Hopefully not. We're back for the stats the half. We have 42% possession to 58% possession. We have 1 shot to 4, 1 shot on goal to 2. We have 108 accurate passes, 72%, 160, 77% pass accuracy, 6 fouls to 7, 0 corners to 2. 1 shot to 4, 1 shot on goal to 2. We have 150 passes to 208, 72% pass accuracy to 77, 5 throws to 14, 1 offside to 0, 2 yellows to 1, 0 reds to 0, 0-0 at the half. Frankly, Curaçao, they're doing their job as a team themselves. They very good defensively, and also they've been very dangerous moving forward. Trinidad haven't really had that moment of brilliance or moment of anything to gain. They have gone forward, but their offense has been toothless so far. Curaçao, defensively strong, offensively have been dangerous, but Trinidad are lucky they haven't been scored on. But again, a very similar proposition to last night with Guatemala and El Salvador. Guatemala got lucky. It didn't get worse. Guatemala got lucky. They weren't losing earlier, so to speak. With that being said, if they were losing earlier, that would have been bad. But it was painful to see the way they lost. So we'll see how the second half goes, but we'll see how the second half goes. That'll start very soon. I can tell you one thing, Kobe Henry looks good. Yeah, he looks good. He looks good. I have to agree. He looks good. Good defender, good center back. He's done his job. Sadly enough, the rest of the team hasn't done their job, or definitely aren't looking to do their job. But we'll see. Second half, I hope to see Trinidad play better. They need to shape up, have a better offense, get Curaçao pinned back, and press them, take the ball, quickly hit, quickly score. Possible, but here's the thing about that, though. They should know where they are. It shouldn't take a genius to figure out, well, we're playing the final round of World Cup qualifiers when we basically have the best chance we ever have had to get there. We've been there before, or our forefathers have been there before, looking at it from a Trinidad point of view. Shaka Hislop was at the World Cup. They made it by winning a playoff in 2006, 20 years ago. Or 19 years ago, actually. A lot of these players were barely in elementary school when that happened, right? But they should know what that felt like. They should know what that felt like to see the Trinidadian team go to a World Cup and say, hey, we have an even better chance than that team did to make the World Cup. The big three are already in. We can easily make it. We have a winnable group. Beat Curaçao twice. Beat Bermuda. Beat Jamaica twice, and we're in. Take some points off Jamaica. We're going to see. But with that being said, you should know where you are. Like, that's the thing to me. Too much pressure? Like, that's a bad excuse for a World Cup qualifier. Like, you should know what round you're in. You are in the final round of World Cup qualifying. You are 6 games away from the World Cup or a playoff or nothing. So you look at it and you should know that in the end, it's either one or the other. One of the three. You make it, you play off, you don't make it. The pressure is that if you don't know what you're going for, that's the pressure. When you know where you are, that's the pressure. Or there's no pressure there, not as much. You know what the pressure is. So I don't like that excuse. Out of 5, 3. Out of 10, 6. Defensively, they're doing their job. Offensively, they ain't done a damn thing. But at least they're not losing. Like, it's either a 0, 6, or 9 or 10, if you want me to rate their performance. If they win, it's a 9 or 10, depending on how they win. If they draw, it's a 6. If they lose, it's a 0. It's that simple. Right now, it's a 6. Hmm. 5 out of 10. But second half should be starting very soon. But again, I can't sit here and be like, well, no, if you're a footballer, you know what a World Cup qualifier final round means. I don't think it takes a damn genius to be like, well, this is too pressure. So much pressure. I don't get it. But then again, maybe that's this generation. Maybe this generation, even though they know there's pressure, can't handle the pressure. I mean, maybe it's just this generation. Maybe it's this generation that can't handle pressure. Or at least it takes a special person to handle pressure and come out the other side stronger. Look at Formula One, for example, the title race this year. You have a guy like Lando Norris. I'm a fan of Lando. I love Lando. But dude feels pressure way too much. Dude gets in his own head way too much. Oscar Piastri. I'm not a fan of Oscar Piastri. I don't want him to win the World Drivers title. But the dude is cold. The dude is ice cold. Hell, I think he's younger than Lando, and the dude has ice in his veins. He doesn't feel pressure. When it's this close, it's hard not to feel pressure. But the fact he doesn't, I respect it. I respect it. Like, yeah, mental health's a thing, but it could only be so much of an excuse. I don't know, man. Point is, this generation, as it is, I don't think most of them know how to handle pressure or how to handle expectations or how to handle hopes. I don't think they do. Second half, teams are walking out. They're doing their warm-ups for the second half, and we're about to begin. Second half, here we go. 45 more minutes. Hopefully Trinidad does not become Guatemala of last night. Here we go, second half. And we're off. 45 more minutes. I mean, if you ask me, I hope Trinidad win too. I picked them to get out of the group and qualify to the World Cup. Don't embarrass me. Playing forward, good steal for Trinidad. Can they build some out of this, or will they just slow it up too much? They slowed it up too much. Got it. Cleared a way out for a throw. Could be worse. 10 Chargers, 3 Chiefs, by the way, just to know. Just so you know. 0-0. Cardines take the throw in for Trinidad. Here's the throw in. Brought down. Ooh. Spicer, Tyrese Spicer lost the ball, but it's still Trinidad's ball, though. The Curaçao is just very tight defensively. Like, you only have a certain amount of time to get it through and get it to be a chance. Once they get into their formation, once they get tight, it's hard to get past them. It's one game. Like, yeah, they're unbeaten. Yeah, that's true, but it's one game. It's the first game. Like, yeah, technically you're right, but we're really going to say somebody's unbeaten after one game? That's just 1-0. Spicer. Cross in. Header. That might have been the moment. Trinidad plays it backwards. Yeah, or maybe the Chiefs just suck now. I don't know about suck, but they're not as good as they used to be. Cross in. Acting like the Super Bowl wasn't a time where you got found out. Spicer. Cleared away. Corner? No. Goal kick. Acting like Mahomes didn't get found out during the Super Bowl. I still think Trinidad can beat them in Trinidad. But maybe that's just a draw. Throw in for Tyrese Spicer. Brought down. Here's a chance. Trinidad bounces up in the air. Pele kick over the bar. Pele kick goes over the bar. 49th minute. Trinidad's starting to have some of their moments. They're starting to find openings. That's good news. Bad news is that doesn't mean Curaçao's out of it by any shot of the imagination. Playing forward. I mean, they're not as good as I expected them to be. I didn't think Curaçao would suck, though. I thought this would be a close game, but I didn't think this would be this close. But then again, maybe it's not as obvious as you think. Maybe when it comes to World Cup qualifiers, there's a reason why they play the games. I had no idea El Salvador was going to win the game that they won, and I had no idea Suriname was going to draw Panama. And that's what happened last night. El Salvador won over Guatemala, and Suriname drew Panama. At least Panama were at home in that, or I should say Suriname were at home in that game. So, and Jamaica beat Bermuda 4-0. I didn't expect that. I expected Jamaica to win, don't get me wrong. Not 4-0. I didn't think they had the offense, or at least the tactics, to use their offense like that. But I guess they finally figured it out just at the right time possible. But then again, my reasoning of Trinidad winning this group was the fact they'd have a better goal differential than Jamaica, which that just got shot to hell even before Trinidad played. Now Trinidad actually has to win both games against Jamaica, or, well, no, they have to win both. Not even take a point off them on the road in Jamaica. No, they have to beat them. They have to beat them in Jamaica and Trinidad, which would be hilarious, but they play in Jamaica next, right? I think the next match is in Jamaica, right? I know they play each other, but I think it's in Jamaica, and then the game in Trinidad is the end of the November window, or in November. Yeah. Yeah, so could be interesting. I hope that game is interesting, has an interesting ending. That would be funny. 52nd minute. Throw in for Curaçao. I mean, Gold Cup Trinidad was a little bit questionable. Unlike Canada, Trinidad has not bounced back well from the Gold Cup. If you want to talk about it like that. 52 minutes. By the way, at the end of the night tonight, we have all first matches of the group stage of CONCACAF being finished. We'll have match day 1 over with in CONCACAF at the end of the night. Corner. '53rd minute. Corner crossed in, cleared out. Trinidad running for it. They keep it alive. Here's Trinidad. Could this be something? Ball crossed in. Played through. Top of the box goes down. Penalty. No. Is it? Offside? I'm not. Huh. Her hand was out, but is it penalty or goal kick out? Which one is it? I mean, that foul was inside the box, so. Free kick. Free kick. I could have sworn that foul was inside the box, but okay. Free kick. Maybe there was a handball on the way through. It's the only thing that would make sense. Crossed in. Saved by Eloy Room, and it's a corner for Trinidad. Trinidad gets a corner here. Nah, there's no way that's not a penalty. I'm surprised it wasn't. Ball crossed in. Header. Shot. Oh, off the line. Shot Garcia. Brought down. Corner. Corner for Trinidad. And they're starting to figure it out. They're starting to get there. So close. So close. So close for the Soca Warriors. So close. Wasn't meant to be, though. Damn good delivery on that first one, though. So, can they get another good delivery here and actually score? 56th minute, 0-0. at least when Trinidad started to build some dominance, they just kept it going instead of what Guatemala did, which was didn't exactly keep the momentum going. Ball crossed in, header cleared. Out for a throw. Quickly thrown in. Molino in through. Bad giveaway, but still with Trinidad in the end. Shot wide. Goal kick. '57th minute. '57 minute, 0-0. Playing down. Here comes Trinidad. Can they push it forward? They do. They have a chance. Is it saved? Saved. Saved. And still for Trinidad. Still have it. Out for a throw. Or is it offside? Spicer fought for it, but that damn slip. Spicer's slip kept that from being something. That'd be a goal kick for Curaçao. So close. Damn. So close, but he was offside. When that ball was played, I barely offside. Barely. 58th minute. Plays on. Curaçao. Headed backwards, Trinidad. But that'll end up with Curaçao. They tried to get the second ball, but that didn't exactly pan out. Trinidad. Powder. All alone, and that'll be a goal kick for Denzel Smith for Trinidad. 59th minute. They're starting to get there. They're starting to get there, Trinidad. They're starting to get there. Can they just pull one away? Molino. Nice. Holds it up just enough for it to be picked up. Here they go. Seeley. Dante Seeley. Plays it through. Cross in. Shot. And will it? Chipped over. No. Out for a throw. Again. So close. Again, so close, but just yet so far. Cardines with the cross to Spicer, and Eloy Room was right there. Eloy Room was right there to snuff it out. Tyrese Spicer was that close from getting their first goal. Honestly, if somebody asked you, I want it to be Tyrese Spicer. But, you know, he doesn't even play for Toronto anymore. He should. He should be. I ain't the one who traded him. If it was up to me, I wouldn't have. Have I said how much the Toronto front office is filled with idiots who don't know what they're doing? Called a pirate. With that being said, 60th minute, 0-0. Man, I gotta say, though, I see a lot from Spicer in this game. And Tyrese Spicer is trying his damn hardest to try to get some out of this game for Trinidad, or I should say getting the lead. Dude is working his ass off now. Like, he's doing all he can. He's trying to do all he can. Trying to do all he can. Throw in for Curaçao. Throw in, 62nd minute. Playing forward. Is Taif Chong about to come on for Curaçao? I think he is. Yes, Taif Chong is about to come on for Curaçao. If it's a draw, then it is what it is. I mean, Curaçao definitely earned it if it is. Taif Chong on for Curaçao. Jurgen Locadia on as well. Comencia off for Locadia. And Taif Chong on for Margarita. And he almost just gets through already instantly, of course. LA Chargers just made a field goal, by the way. Playing forward. 63rd minute. Settle, 0-0. Esta noche on the night. 63rd minute. Playing forward, Trinidad. This might be the one. This might be the one. It might be. Could it? Bad positioning for sure. Garcia. Didn't exactly have the room to play. It goes down the box. No penalty. Good steal. Advantage. No. Free kick for Curaçao. Huh? I don't know, man. I feel like that's a bullshit call, but okay. Cardines gets the yellow card. I feel like that's a tough yellow card to give. I really do. But okay. 64th minute. $64 minutes. 0-0, player down hurt for Curaçao. That would be number 20, Bazur. Bazur is down. Bazur is down for Curaçao. 65 minutes in. Blue Jays are still winning. They got out of it. Let's go. Top of the 8th, baby. 5-1 Blue Jays. Let's go. Add time to check. Boom. 6 outs away from beating the Yankees again. Woo! Baby. Let's go. 65th minute. I love it. Gosman's gone 7. Holy Lord. You love it. You love it. Gosman has gone 7. You love it. With that being said, 66 minutes. Free kick for Curaçao. I did not think that would be the case. How many pitches for Gosman? 88 pitches. He could go another. Okay. Substitution for Curaçao. Might as well. Martha is on for Bazur. The injured Bazur is coming off. 66th minute. Nil-nil. Trinidad's starting to wake up a little bit, or I should say they're starting to push the pace a little bit. Curaçao subs definitely tried to turn that back a little bit, but right now, I think Trinidad's starting to find their openings. They just got to find one. Molino. 67th minute. Out over the top. Playing forward. Trinidad still has the ball. "68 minutes. Throw in. "68th minute throw in. High angle brought down. Really could have got more out of that if you were Trinidad, but okay. Spicer. "68 minutes, getting to the 69th. 3rd and 15 for... they lost some more yards, the Chiefs. Good. As I said, I have the NFL game on the other screen. Thankfully, because it's on YouTube. Well, at least it was easy, I should say. 69th minute. Oh, damn, they're out of field goal range. Lovely. Playing forward. Shot blocked. And they don't even chase for it. Quick field goal set up. "6-13 halftime. But the Chargers still lead. Playing forward. That was awesome. I won't even lie. The Blue Jays have 1 on, no out. Nice. 69th minute. "70 minutes, 20 to go plus stoppage time. "20 minutes to go. Trinidad's highest amount of going forward has sort of been shut down a little bit here. Locadia, Taif Chong. No free kick. Chipped over the top. Locadia! Wide. I'm not too surprised. The Blue Jays might have scored another run. Well, they did score another run, I should say. 6-1 Blue Jays. Lovely. Triple. A triple for Ernie Clement. Lovely. Hey, they're first place in the AL. Don't mind me. 71st minute. And player down hurt. That would be Rompersad. Rompersad is down hurt for Trinidad. 72 minutes. Sack fly Andres, maybe? That'd be nice. Oh, no. Clement got a double. Kirk scored. He got thrown out third. Okay. We still got to run out of it. Could be worse. "72 minutes in. Lovely. Simply lovely. "73rd minute. 0-0 between Curaçao and Trinidad. Rampersad is on the sideline. I might have been a little bit too high on Trinidad. I won't lie. And a little bit too low on Curaçao. And also probably, I don't know, I'm still going to say a little bit low on Jamaica. No, I wasn't wrong to be low on Steve McLaren, though. He is still an absolute shit manager. Dinosaur. Steve McLaren is the living embodiment of the song Dinosaur by Hank Williams Jr. That is what Steve McLaren is what Bo Cephas was singing about when he made the song Dinosaur. I believe it. 74th minute. Playing forward, Trinidad. Still Trinidad. Cardines crosses it, gets blocked out. Throw in. Jamaica 4. I say that's more because of how good your offense should be. Hey, at least they finally did. A year after I told somebody, hey, you should probably take the over against Cuba for Jamaica. Look at their offensive players. Well, hey, at least if I said take the over today, they would be fine. Point is, never tell somebody you care about how to bet on something, even if they didn't listen to you. Because if they did, it might have ruined your whole relationship. Okay, maybe Steve McLaren made an enemy out of me a whole year ago. I don't know. It didn't ruin anything, though. How can he make an enemy out of you? Just the thought of things being ruined because of his dumbass tactics would have sucked. So, well, the thought of things being ruined because of his dumbass tactics sucks. Because especially when you're somebody who's the guru about this sport, you tell somebody, hey, you should bet on X, Y, and Z. Luckily, no listening. Luckily, there was no listening there. I have a point, exactly. Okay, as long as we agree there. 76 minutes in, as long as we agree there. I mean, I still don't like watching 2005 level English football, but yeah, maybe I wouldn't be so critical. Maybe I wouldn't be so critical if I damn near. But I guess, yeah, thank you, Steve McLaren. You taught me not to tell people who I actually care about on what to bet on, especially when you're the guru of the sport. Daniel Phillips gets a yellow card, even though there was no listening, which didn't hurt anything. But you know, playing forward. Playing forward. Here comes Trinidad. They have the ball. Horrible tackle. Probably should have just stayed on your feet. Let's be honest. Playing forward. Here's a chance. Shot saved by Aloy. Powder takes the shot. It's punched away. 1 out already. 6-1. 5 outs away for the Blue Jays to beat the Yankees. You love to see it. By goal differential, I didn't think Jamaica could score 4 goals in one game, even against Bermuda, with the manager that they have. I know they have the talent to actually do it. I know they have the forward talent to actually score those goals, but the way they play their games over the past year, didn't think that would happen, especially on the road. I mean, Curaçao is going to be a lot harder to score against. I will say that much. And I think Trinidad, or at least before tonight, I thought Trinidad could beat Jamaica in Trinidad. I still thought they'd lose in Jamaica. I still thought Trinidad would lose to Jamaica in Jamaica. They'd both be on 15 points because they lost 1 game to each other. And the goal differential would have put Trinidad above. That will not happen. If it's 15-15, if you didn't, my point being, yes, on paper, yes. The roster you have is top 3 or 4 in CONCACAF. Yes. Even when they had guys like Hall Grimson, even when they had Tapa and Paul Hall, they didn't play up to that level. Even with Hall Grimson, who I still think is way better than Steve McLaren, and y'all really lost out on Hall Grimson when he left. They still didn't totally play up to what we expected them to play as. And then you got a guy like Steve McLaren who basically says, yeah, I don't care if you have Leon Bailey, Bobby Reed, Shamar, actual good offensive players. I want y'all to play Park the Bus 2005 level football. What was I supposed to think? Like, yeah, on paper, yeah, you are top 3 or 4 in CONCACAF with the players you have, of course. And your offense, they actually got to be able to score goals like tonight. They can do it. But again, as I said, I don't know if that's Bermuda being Bermuda or y'all actually finally figured out how to play offense in his system. Could be both. But either way, even then, Jamaica always finds a way to underperform anyway, even with those players, even with Hall Grimson. So, honestly, I think it would have been more of an insult if I was just like, oh, yeah, you on paper have the 3rd best squad in CONCACAF. You're going to easily win this group. No, that what I said just shows I've watched your games for a long time. Very closely compared to other teams. And I know the JFF's screw jobs and how bad the JFF is. Just saying. I mean, I'd love to be proved wrong, but up top, playing forward. Here's Trinidad. Trinidad has a chance. Ball crossed in. Shot over the bar. Didn't they say the Leafs might go for McTavish, or was that somebody else? Corner. But then again, that's why they play the games. Cross in. Oh, that's out for a goal kick. I don't know, man. Who's the clown comparing Bermuda to Curaçao? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. But I don't even think he was saying that Bermuda's better than Curaçao. I think he's saying Jamaica finally figured it out. That's what he was saying. I don't think anybody could say Bermuda's better than Curaçao or equal. 82 minutes in. By the way, the Jays are 3 outs away from beating the Yankees. They're 3 defensive outs away. Lovely. And Gausman went 8. Gausman went 8. Lovely. Ooh, nice. Playing forward. Spicer. Tyrese Spicer on the ball. Spicer crosses it. Cleared out for a corner. Spicer tried there to get it crossed in good, but oh. Telfer, Ryan Telfer coming on for Trinidad. Obikwu coming on as well. Telfer's still okay. Good for him. Oh, they might be making 3 subs. Stephen Yates coming on as well. 2 former Toronto FC players are coming on for Trinidad. And Obikwu. Justin Obikwu on for Levi Garcia. Kevin Molino is off. Giving the armband to Rompersad. Kevin Molino is coming off. For Ryan Telfer. Or no, it's Kevin Molino for Stephen Yates. And Dante Seeley for Ryan Telfer. So, oh wait, that's 3 former Toronto players on the pitch for Trinidad. Okay. It's halftime of the Chargers game. I had it on the freaking other screen, the computer. Thrown in, header, brought down. And that's a bad giveaway. Here comes Tahith Chong. Tahith Chong. Tahith Chong gets pulled down and no free kick? I'm not saying I was defending him there, but, you know. Okay. That'll be a goal kick, 85th minute. I wasn't watching the halftime show. Right now, I have it on the Blue Jays score. Game day, yeah. MLB game day for the Blue Jays game. I could care less about the halftime show. Buddy, I couldn't point out Carol G in a lineup if I wanted to. By the way, why do you think I root for the Steelers? Why do you think I bandwagon the Steelers? Y'all really can't put 2 and 2 together. Jesus Christ. I mean, Rory knows why, and Blitzo does, but y'all really can't put 2 and 2 together? Okay. Point is, I don't have to care who Carol G is. I don't need to, and I don't want to. '86th minute. Antonis is off for Tyrese Noslin for Curaçao. No. Y'all legit can't put 2 and 2 together. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I have a beautiful reason to bandwagon the Steelers, but it ain't that one. 87th minute. Playing forward. Spicer. Ah, shit, he didn't get the ball. '87th minute. I'm just happy they won. I know it's not enough, probably. I'm just happy they won. They still couldn't score for a whole half. At least they finally started scoring goals. I'm more happy Canada won today, if I'm being honest. Oh, Vladdy got a hit. Lovely. Second half's about to start. Headed away. That's out for a corner kick. No, goal kick? Okay, that's okay. Nah. Norway is still so ahead, though. They have to beat Norway for sure. Goal kick for Trinidad, 89th minute. '89th minute. Oh, Vladdy got the second on a pass ball. Okay. 89th minute, 1 minute to go plus stoppage time. '89th minute. Oh, Bo got walked. 2 on, 2 out, but doesn't matter? No. Trinidad trying to find an answer. That ball gets cleared away, or at least pulled away. Good run. 90th minute. Curaçao. Good clearance out for a throw. 6 minutes of stoppage time. Was it going to win anything with England either? You're acting like he would have won some with England too. But he would have actually been at the tournaments and still lost. Your point? Free kick, goal kick for Trinidad. Like, doesn't matter if you lose. Doesn't matter how you lose if you don't win the trophy. Doesn't matter if you're there or not. You still didn't win. Jackie coming on for Trinidad and Tobago. In my opinion, it doesn't matter. If you're not going to win the tournament, you might as well not even be there. You might as well have missed. If you ain't going to win, you might as well have missed. But what about teams like Trinidad at the World Cup? Hell, what about Canada? Okay, I'll shut up. Oh, Varsho got a hit. Nice. Blue Jays at least got a run. 7-1 Blue Jays. Lovely. Playing forward. Honestly, different leagues, to be fair. Playing forward. "92 minutes. The Chargers are punting the ball away. Sad. 3 minutes. Ball. Talk about the other game. 93rd minute. Trinidad. Can they get a goal to get 3 points? Ball crossed in. Header saved by Eloy Room. And he covers it. 3 minutes to go. That's an out. 7-1 Blue Jays. They got to get 3 defensive outs to win and beat the Yankees. Playing forward. Nice play. Stays alive. Chip through. Offside. 2 minutes to go. 94 minutes. Would you be shocked if Panama got knocked out in the qualifiers? Yeah, I'd be very shocked. I'd say the Suriname result was a bad night. They still didn't lose. 2 different things. 94th minute. And Trinidad are drawing. At least they haven't lost like Guatemala did. Guatemala is still clown of the week. As of now, Guatemala is still clown of the week. Clown of the week. Clown, clown, clown of the week, of the week. He or she is the clown of the week. Good tackle. Trinidad playing the ball forward. Throw in. 1 minute to go. I think Guatemala are finished. They might be. You gonna lose to El Salvador like that? You might be. Clown, clown, clown of the week. Free kick for Curaçao. That's probably gonna be the last kick of the game. Fisher may finish the game for the Blue Jays. No complaints. 30 seconds to go. Free kick for Curaçao. And this might just be, man, what if they did score here? What if they did score here? Out for a corner. 96th minute. Let's see the call. Let's see what happens. Trinidad, last kick of the game for Curaçao. And when will the full-time whistle be blown? Brought down, Trinidad. How much time do they have? Free kick. Throw in. Full time, 0-0. Full time, it is 0-0 between Trinidad and Curaçao. Just wasn't meant to be for Trinidad. At least Curaçao didn't win. With that being said, if you liked this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you within the hour for the review of this game. And I'll see you tomorrow for a live watch along and review of the double live watch along and double review of Mississippi State, Arizona State at Mississippi State, and Mexico versus Japan. And we'll have a double review for that as well. And Sunday morning, we'll have the Formula One Italian Grand Prix live RSR. With that being said, I will see you within the hour. That was a very dull game, but we'll see how it goes for the next day. But I'll see you later tonight, then tomorrow. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace.